All right. That was weird. My PC for some reason blew away. So maybe we said something wrong. Maybe we said something that my PC didn't like. And anyway, we are back. Uh, we were talking about the VR games are coming and the my in deep checkup of VR games and what to expect and what to look for and the accessories and all kind of stuff. So yes, I'm going to be getting
So
the.
you were going a little bit off on how you're so surprised there's so much
Oh,
multiplayer games.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, I thought it would be a lot of single player experiences and stuff like that, but it so happens that there's a lot of multiplayer all over the place, and even for some games that you say they should have or might have a single player experience, their real pull is the multiplayer. So
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you my experience with PSVR 1 as it relates to multiplayer. Because because the people who had the PSVR was already kind of small, although PSVR 1 was pretty popular as it
mhm,
relates to VR uh,
the
um,
second one.
consoles, right? But because it was so small, it was so niche, the people that played online in VR, they really kind of came together and it was very respectful. It was kind of like the days when you started playing online on the PS2 or even the early 360 days
The
where everybody
360
was
days.
just excited
Yeah.
to play together and
So
there were
it
some
sort
teasings
of
here and
made a
there.
community-ish, all right?
Yes, it felt more like a community. And that's exactly what it felt with PSVR 1 with the online games. It felt like a true community. People really wanted to play with each other. Yes, you get your occasional asshole, that always happens,
Yeah.
but it was rare. People just were just happy that there were other people playing online on their new system, right? And I think that's what you're gonna see. This is what excites me about VR. It's not that the games are next world. It's not like it, it's not as revolutionary as when the N64 came out or the
Uh,
PS1, right? But it gives you a new way to play games after playing games the same way probably since the 360 came out. Like to me, games haven't really evolutionized that much since the days of the 360. Yeah, they're better. Yes, they're nicer. Yes, they're bigger. Just that the mechanics are a little bit refined, but the experience itself is the same. And that's what VR gives you. It's a new way to experience games. It just excites me. It's
mhm.
just something new. It's a different perspective.
Yeah, I was very reluctant to get into VR because mainly because of the fidelity, graphic wise.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I still felt for the longest time that games just didn't look good. They had to be like very low poly, low res, and stuff like that, so that the system could run it. It First of all, you did need a high power computer to run them, or a PlayStation 4 in this case, right?
And even then, it didn't look great.
Yeah, and they didn't look great. But right now, we're in the point where we can actually get good graphic quality, and also good motion sensors, and good even the standalone
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, yes.
sensings. So yeah, I think this is a good time to jump into it. Also, the fact that you jumped into it, thank you very much. I hate you, Rich.
Well,
But
I jumped on it since PSVR 1.
yeah, sure,
And I was actually
but
and
I
I was
didn't
really
care.
excited about PSVR 2 until they announced the price
Hmm.
I was very disappointed when the price came out. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, how can you go from being the cheapest console to the most expensive, not the most expensive one, but definitely
But
not on the
exactly.
affordable
So
side."
yeah, it was pretty much a console that required a console to work,
Yeah.
and it cost pretty much as the console, which means double the price for not a lot of play, unless
No, and
you're
you're tethered. And
huh?
you're tethered. That's what bugged me the most.
And
I'm
you're
gonna pay
tethered. Exactly.
$550 to be tethered. And that's why I love the Quest 3. It's not as powerful as the PSVR 2, but you're not tethered.
Exactly. And the interesting part here is that part of my decision to jump into it is the fact that sure it's not tethered and that you can play games already, from scratch. Just turn it on and download the game and you're playing already, and that's all cool and nice. But the fact that I can connect wirelessly to the computer and the harness a lot of the power of the PC itself, or I can go tethered and I can go beyond the power itself of whatever you can see on the MetaQuest 3, right? So it's a win-win on my end. I can go wireless or I can go tethered, but I will always get a good resolution when it comes to PCVR, like with PC games, and also the fact that uh, Steam already has a big library of VR games, PC VR games that work with MetaQuest 3, and the fact that they already have a lot of those games because they're normal games, so you can also play them as a
Yeah,
VR
and
game.
beyond.
It's a good time. It's just a good time to jump into it. So I said, "Hey, what the hell? Let's do this. It's about time." And here we are.
And that's why I was telling you, try to wait. Don't buy the, so, okay, so you want to buy a boxing game, which is Creed, right?
Yes. Um,
Okay.
I did my
And what's the
research.
other game?
First of all, for Creed, I did my research regarding boxing games in general,
Uh-huh.
and either
Yeah.
they're too gimmicky and nothing special, or they're great games and very sim games, but they're just online. There's this one
Ah,
game
okay.
called The
Gotcha.
Thrill of the Fight 2, which is like the best boxing game right now on MetaQuest 3 or PC, or well, this is on MetaQuest 3. However, since it's just online, I do require a little bit of a single player story, a little bit of
Yeah.
work on objectives, stuff like that. And the Creed fits the bill. It has both multiplayer and single player, and it has its story mode. It might be just, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours. I don't know, but I don't care. There's something for me to look forward to, and then I can jump into getting my ass beat by 10-year-old kids with VR headsets, right? So
Well, and sometimes you just want to play against, a robot, right? With
yeah,
artificial
exactly.
intelligence. I just want to go in for a quick match. I don't want to go
hmm
online. I don't want to wait in the lobby. I just want to go in and out.
Exactly. Also, I do not know right now how populated are any of these games, and how quick can you get
Oh,
into
sure.
matches and stuff like that. So, yeah, I want to take it light and go on the single player experience first, and then go further and try to see the online. So, Creed fits the bill. Is not a perfect simulation game as far as I know.
Well,
However,
and
it
it's
is a
not
good
meant to be.
exercise. But it is
Yeah, yeah.
a good exercise nonetheless. So definitely that's
So
the
what's
one.
the other game?
The
Is
other
the other game
one,
still a Quest, or is this a PC game?
it's on both. Well, I have to say this much. Since we're in Mexico, Steam gives us better prices than whatever
Uh-huh.
MetaQuest, Facebook, or Meta
Sure.
can give you, because
In the US too.
yeah, because Meta sells in dollars, Steam sells in pesos, which makes it
Yeah,
a lot easier, a lot cheaper. So whenever it comes to a game that comes to both platforms, I'm always going for PC. And to give you an
sure.
example, I can't remember which game, to be honest. I was sizing, but there was this one game that is on both platforms. On on um on PC it was $400. On MetaQuest it was $800. Sorry,
Oh,
400
yeah,
pesos.
yeah, pesos.
And then the other one, after the dollar conversion, it was like 800 pesos. So pretty much double the price.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's a no-brainer. Whenever it's a PC
So
game,
what
I'll
game
just
is
go
this?
straight.
What are you talking about?
Okay. I know there's a lot of rhythm games and that they're always fun to play on VR. However,
Uh-huh.
uh,
Beat Saber?
no. I knew you were
What?
going to say that, but no, I'm not going for Beat Saber. There's this one little game that really called for my attention, and it's called Maestro.
Huh. I have to
Maestro,
take a look.
yeah. Um, we can look for a game. We can look for Sure. Let me just find for something real quick.
All right. So you're not really going. Okay, so I still, maybe the Steam one you can jump. There's two reasons I would say wait. Wait before you buy. one, I actually have to buy a game by tomorrow. Because I think what's gonna happen to you, you're gonna get like a welcome, like in a week or two. If things happen the way it happened to me, you're gonna get like a welcome starting discount for 30% off.
All right. Yeah, yeah.
Like I
I,
buy
I
something.
haven't bought anything yet, but if I get that welcome discount, I'll probably get it for Creed.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, don't buy anything
Mm-hmm.
right now
Not a
because you're
meta at
gonna get a
least.
discount. Yeah, and not only that, but you're gonna have you're gonna get MetaQuest 3 Plus. I mean MetaQuest Plus. You're gonna have Batman. You're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna have time to really play many things. If you're gonna be testing your computer with existing games, you're gonna
True.
be testing MetaQuest 3. So might as well just wait until either you get that code or Creed goes on sale, or whatever game you're eyeing goes on sale type of thing. Because you're just gonna have way much to play, but you're gonna be tinkering with your PC, which is also gonna take a lot of time from you.
Mm-hmm. True.
The other reason I actually recommend not getting anything right now is that you don't have any VR legs, just like sea legs. You may get in shock when you start playing Batman. So
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
you might wanna
Ease it down.
don't go out buying stuff unless there's in a discount. Don't go crazy. Get your legs first, and then start buying stuff. And actually, I may have to walk you through how to set Batman and to put the settings so you're not getting dizzy when you first start. Because I think you're gonna have to go with comfort level. Then we'll tweak it, and then we'll tweak a little bit more until you don't need to have any of that stuff. I still use some of that comfort stuff, but very minimal.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be baby steps, yes, but definitely this is. I do have those two games that I really want to play, and
My ass will look amazing, by the way, what you're
yeah,
showing off right
it's a rhythm game, but it's all like I'll put it with sound. So it's pretty much like an orchestra, right? And
now.
you go for it. Of course, there's another game which is Maestro VR, which is not the same game. It's another game entirely. That one is more of a simulator altogether. But again, that's a full-on simulator, right? Well, this is kind of a sim, but it's more like a rhythm game, and it's fun to have the orchestra and all stuff.
Yeah. That actually, dude, you're convincing me right now.
Yeah, and again, it's cheaper on Steam that on Meta. So definitely, this one is going to be like really cheap, like 300 pesos. So that's pretty good for the
And so
experience.
how many songs does it come with?
That's a good question. I do know that there's quite a few. I'll let you know in a second.
My guess is that they don't have to pay any. If they're using classical music, they're probably not paying for those. It's not like Beat
Most,
Saber, they have to pay
yeah,
somebody.
Maestro. Here we go. Here we go. So, Maestro has just on the game itself. It has the back there's the Ride of the Valkyries. Uh, Mussorgsky's Night on a Bald Mountain. Levi's Whiplash. Prima Sing Sing Sing. Beethoven's Fifth Symphony.
Hmm.
Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake. Mozart Figaro's Wedding. Mendelssohn's the Hebrides. Ellington Caravan. Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring. Uh, Prokofiev The Dance of the Nights. Uh, I don't even know how to spell this name. Dvorak. I never heard of him, but I've heard the track itself from the New World. Saint Saints. That's Macabre, Macabre, and the Birdies. Mesa de Requiem, and Orf's Carmina Burana. So those are awesome tracks. Most of them I know. I mean, I'm no, I'm no super knowledgeable when it comes to classical music, but I do like it, and this list has most of them, so I'm excited for it. Not only that, but there is a DLC, but since I'm buying it on the bundle, it doesn't matter. The DLC has the
Okay.
following. Okay, so it has a From Fantasia, The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Just a
Oh,
second.
yeah, okay.
It has The Hound, the Mountain King by Edvard Grieg, Symphony Fantastique by Hector Brolis, El Amor Brujo by Manuel de Falla, and interestingly enough, Hedwig's theme from Harry Potter, John Williams. So, so yeah, it's they're adding stuff like more thematic stuff, like more thematic
Yeah, yeah.
orchestral music. So that's pretty cool too. There are not that many tracks. I do know that there's one other Maestro game, the one that I just talked to you about. That one has like 35 tracks and stuff like that. But again, that is more of a simulation game. So it's really about the
Okay.
cadence and the trying to keep things up and you know, it's a lot more complicated. While this one, yes, you do have to have that rhythm and stuff, but it is still more of a game, right?
Oh, and it just came out, and it came out
Yeah,
last year, October last year. It's just fairly recent.
yes.
So this may have legs. It has a good score.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I've seen
looks very good.
a lot of reviews and stuff like that, and people do like it a lot. And there's a lot of other little things that you can do within the game. So yeah, that's the kind. When I was saying that I want those kind of like a single player experiences, that's what I'm
Yeah, yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. I do know that Beat Saber, you can go through 100 of different tracks, and you can mod them on PC. You can mod it, so you don't have to be paying for the music. You just download the tracks and you're good to go, and you can have like a million tracks. But Beat Saber is more of a just go for it and beat everything up. This one does have a little bit more of a flow to it that I rather
Yeah,
enjoy.
it's not a sim, but kind of acts like it's an
Mm,
arcadey sim.
yeah, it's arcade sim to put in one way or another.
And that's the type of experience that I miss. That's the type of experience that I like getting from my VR. I want to get that arcade feel that I don't get in my consoles today or in my PC.
Mm-hmm.
I want the arcade feel. That's what I'm looking for when I play VR.
Yeah, there's this other game coming out. Aim something that I can remember. I mean, I've been looking into a lot of games that are common and a lot of games that are already out there, right? There's this one game coming out that it's pretty much like a node to Time Crisis,
Okay.
and it looks pretty fun, and it's gonna have co-op and stuff. So that one looks pretty cool. I'm waiting for it to come out. So until then, we can check it out and see if it is actually good when it releases. But I've been checking some videos for preview versions of the games,
Well,
and it looks pretty cool.
well,
It looks.
one of my favorite games in VR is it's an arcade shooter. It was exclusive to Sony,
Mm-hmm.
and it was on based on the Until Dawn franchise, and I forget what it's called, to be honest. But you're on this roller coaster, and then you're shooting things as you go
Mm-hmm.
through the roller coaster, and it's so much fun. I always love just putting that game on and go through it. But you know what game? Maybe we'll get it later. Have you looked for Arizona Sunshine?
Yes, I've seen it. I'm just a little bit sick
Zombies?
of zombies, but yes, I've seen it.
Oh, I see. Even the guns are like red.
Yeah, that music is, by the way, from the trailer, not the other game. Yeah,
Yeah, I was a
you
little
can even get
confused.
the guns like that. You can get like the skins and stuff. So it looks pretty cool.
Oh, that looks pretty cool, yeah. You know what's on Steam that I've told you many times that I really like, but I don't know how it plays. And this
Hmm.
is again, once you start using your VR and figure things out, how to like it, how to make it work with Steam, is
Hmm.
the Doom VR, Doom
Doom.
Virtual fucking R.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's something that would be very interesting to try too. maybe later. But I do know that the first game, like the first PC VR game that I want to buy when I start buying games, it will probably be
Alex?
yes, Half-Life Alex.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
look at
want you
this.
to,
Free
but
demo
get your
available.
VR. Oh yeah, get your VR legs first.
Yep.
Because anything that is completely first person shooter, you need your VR legs, or you're gonna feel sick.
Well, I've done VR before. I mean, not that I've had it, but I've done VR before in other outlets, and I've never had really, motion sickness or anything like that.
Well,
So
but have you played a first person game in VR? That's very different.
yeah, yeah, I believe first person
Yeah.
games. Not only that, I've played Doom in VR.
Oh yeah, yeah, you did mention that. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
on the
You
test
might be a
system.
little bit more.
Yeah,
You
I
may
don't,
be okay.
I don't think I'll have a lot a lot of issues with that. I think, but yeah, sure. I mean, I'll go little by little and try to figure it out and try to get my brain adjusted to it, right? So yeah, it's gonna happen. Um,
Good
so
man. And then remember, there is an amazing game that comes for free on besides Batman, which is Asora's Quest 2 or something like that. You know what I'm talking
as
about?
Asura's Wrath 2.
Asora's Quest 2, yeah.
Yeah, it comes on
That's another game.
Quest
And I
Plus.
think that was like 40 hours. Like it's a really long game.
Yeah, I checked the list of the games on Meta Plus, and there's probably like four that I saw there that
Yeah,
I was
there's
like, hey, yes, I'm definitely interested in this. So there's a, I should have a lot of it. But that said, again, I really am looking forward to those two particular experiences: the
yeah, yeah,
rhythm
yeah.
games, the boxing games, and I think Maestro on PC for PCVR and Creed on Meta will be my two purchases to begin with, and from there, we'll take it slow. And
Yeah, yeah.
also, the other thing why I jumped into the BR wagon is because of all my similar games. You can see that
Oh
thing on the
yes.
back as usual, and I
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
the flight deck as well. Well, with PCVR connected to the PC, and since I do have right now a very powerful PC, I will be able to play like stuff like a flight simulator, Elite Dangerous, No Man's Sky,
Oh,
uh,
No Man's Sky. Yeah.
the F1 games. I already have the 24 because for some reason, and don't I don't know why, but for some reason, F1 24 came out for exactly 129 pesos.
Oh
And
wow.
it's a new one. I don't know what happened there, or if they're celebrating something. I just got the pop up of, hey, there's one of your games on your
And
wish
you
list
just
is,
jump on it
yeah. I was like, yep, 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 done. We're done. We're good. We're done.
before they realize they made a mistake.
Yeah. Apparently, it was on purpose. I don't know why though, but they had on the ludicrous discount. So I was like, hey,
Gotcha.
I'll just get it. I'm not gonna
Well,
ask.
you know what the other VR game. So this is the VR games that I want to play. Creed is one of them. Uh, Obviously Alex, but I don't have the computer for it.
Hmm.
Um, Although streaming may be an option.
It
I'm
could be.
I'm tempted of buying Resident Evil 4 in VR.
Again.
Again, yes. Well, I actually, to be honest, I haven't played Resident Evil 4 since it came out.
Okay, okay, I'll give you that much. If you played just the original on GameCube, it wasn't GameCube, right? The
It was like
original,
the
yeah.
first time it came out in GameCube. It came out on the PS2 later. I
Mhm.
haven't played it since the GameCube days.
Yeah.
I did buy it for the Wii, thinking that I was, years later, thinking that I
Mhm.
would use the things, but I never did. And I bought a Resident Evil package on for the Steam Deck, so I have it on the Steam Deck too. Oh, I wonder if I can play VR. No, I don't think so. I'll check
No,
though.
I think it's a separate game altogether, like
It's a separate
the
game
VR.
altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Uh, but my kids played it, or Leo played it. He got
Mhm.
into Resident Evil hard, man. I think he played one through four. He hasn't played. Oh, he played five. He hasn't played six yet. I told
Uh-huh.
him he should skip it, but he may not.
He
And then
might not.
seven, he hasn't played yet, but he will at some point. He was really into Resident Evil for a while. I mean, recently, just a couple of months ago.
Hmm.
So maybe I'll buy it. I'm actually more interested in Arizona Sunshine just because it's more of a shooter. Um, and then there's a
Uh,
really
Arizona's
popular game.
quick question before you go into the next game. Arizona Sunshine, does it have co-op?
Yes,
It is it like a campaign or is it just like a horde mode or what?
I think it's a campaign.
Because if it's the campaign and you get into it, I'll probably get into it. I do have it on the list. It's just not one of my priorities. But if you
I'll
jump
get
into
it
it,
when it's on sale. So
yeah, yeah,
we'll do more research and figure it out.
that works.
Um, but there's another one that again this is definitely not co-op as far as I'm concerned, but it's the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners
Saints and Sinners, yes, I have it on the list.
that a lot of people you know just say it's an amazing game. So
Hmm.
we'll see. What
Also,
else?
the other one I have on the list is the Behemoth.
Oh,
They said that
so
that's
it was on my list for a while, and then I read some reviews that they were not too happy about it.
huh, interesting. Yeah, well, I mean,
And
I
I, and Azura's Wrath too also is on my list, but that one's on the Quest 3. So I think after I play Batman, that's gonna be next on my thing.
wait a second. Do you say Asura's Wrath?
Yeah.
Asura's Wrath, like in the Capcom Asura's Wrath game,
No, no.
or we're
Did I get
talking
the
about?
wrong name? It's a
Yeah,
popular one in
you're
Quest
probably
3.
talking about the one that it's already on Meta Plus. Now I forgot the name. The Asgard's Wrath.
Is it
Or
Asgard?
I just said Asura's Wrath, and I was like, what? Asura's Wrath on 3? Because don't get me wrong, that would be awesome to play Asura's Wrath on VR. But yeah, it's Asgard.
Asgard's Wrath too. Yeah,
Asgard's
yeah.
Wrath.
You're right.
Asgard's Wrath.
Right. Okay, I'm
The,
going through the
the,
quest right now. Oh, Tetris Effect is on it. That's a good game.
hmm I mean, that's more of a chillax kind of thing, just to sit down and chill and do nothing else.
Absolutely. Monthly games. I
This
just
one game
has
that is showing right now, it looks interesting. I don't know if I would buy it. Oh, it's already gone from the trailer, but yeah. Let me see if I can go a little bit back.
I'm telling I think you'll like the mini you'll be surprised how many hours I put into the mini golf now. I'm surprised myself. I never thought I would put so much time in it.
On mini golf, of all
Yeah,
things.
at all things.
I mean, I'm
Um,
down for it, but definitely there's some stuff that I really want to do, like a try in VR, right?
Yeah, yeah, no,
There's
I get it.
also this one particular one that I am waiting for, and I'll probably buy it as soon as it comes out. There's a Half-Life Alex. There's this one mod that this guy, like a lone guy, did. This mod is pretty much two stages of. It's called Contracts, I think. Contracts, and
Hmm.
it's pretty much what you could call a John Wick in VR. Do
Oh,
I need to say more?
that's interesting. No, we're okay.
So now he's launching his standalone game, and I believe it's going to be both on PC VR, of course, and on Meta. Here, let's look for it real quick. Just a second. Uh, Contracts.
I'm redeeming games right now since we're on it.
Gunman Contracts is called.
Okay.
And let's put it here.
Ooh,
So you can see a lot of stuff that it's actually. Oh, is that it? Oh no,
that's
there's
it.
gameplay trailer. I hate when they do that. But yeah, he's using like a lot of John Wick references and stuff like that. There's even one stage that is pretty much the same stage, the ladder stage. If you watch the last John Wick movie, so
Gotcha.
it looks pretty cool. You know how you go about shooting and fighting and stuff, because it's not only the shooting but also the hand to hand combat. The only one thing that's kind of mowing me down is when these games have that teleport. to a place
Oh,
instead of
yes.
actually walking. But I don't know
Yeah.
how that will play. Like,
Well, depends on the game. But actually, that is something I'm disappointed on the mini golf one. That I don't think you can walk. I think it's
uh,
all has to be through teleporting.
but like right here,
Um,
he's actually walking as an example.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and now you do a twist and puh.
that's
So
pretty damn cool.
yeah, so it's pretty cool. I mean, again, this is the kind of experiences I really want to have on VR, right? It's not so much about just competing in multiplayer. There's this one other game that there's two games that I want to play too. You know how much of a fan I am of mechas, right? So
Oh
there's
yeah, of
so
course.
there's there's this one game called Iron Rebellion, and they pretty much did it. They did a full on, you're in the cockpit and everything is buttons and levers and pulleys and whatever. So you have to be doing everything here, and that's all pretty cool. The only issue with that one game is that let me put a little bit of on this. The only issue with the Iron Rebellion is the fact that it's only multiplayer for the moment. They just released that their 1.0, and 1.5 will bring a single player campaign. So I'm waiting for that. But as soon as they have a single player, I'm all for it because it does look very awesome. Let's try and bring this real quick. Let's see, Iron Rebellion.
Is that Alien, right? That's supposed to come out soon.
Yeah, there's already. I don't know if it's like the first chapter or the first game, but it's already out. But
No, what?
the new one is coming out. Like I don't know if again if it's number two or the new chapter or whatever.
No, 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 no. What happened is it came out on PC and PSVR 2, and now it's coming to the Quest.
Oh, okay, okay. Look. So this looks amazing because you have to be, going for every button, every pulley, every little thing that you have to do
Mm.
to get your mecha going. So it looks pretty awesome. This is also done like by indie indie developers, like four guys doing this thing. So that's pretty awesome. And the fact that it's all like a VR, that you can activate everything
Yeah,
manually.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That's pretty cool. There's another game which, for some reason, I haven't seen. I've seen it does have like good reviews and stuff, and it does have a single player campaign, which is called uh Hex Machina or something like that. Bux Machina.
No, Ex Machina. It's a game on the Switch.
Let's see. So it's pretty much the same thing. This one does have a single player campaign and all, but I don't know how immersive it is when it comes to the controls and the turn everything on but it does look very similar.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably jump on this one first since it does have its single player campaign. But
Yeah.
both of them are very excited about to play in VR. Also, the fact that depending on the game, some games you'll be able to mix the HOTAS controllers with VR,
Oh wow.
and you
Okay.
can mix both controlling those things here, but also use your hands to control everything manually.
Oh,
So
gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's pretty cool. That's the kind of stuff I want to play in VR. So this one looks
I
pretty
am
cool
really
too.
excited, man. This is fun, and you're gonna like Batman, dude. It feels like playing the Arkham games, but in VR.
Oh
Which I know
yeah.
it sounds weird, but
Yeah, I do know that everyone was saying like the same. Like it's an Arkham game just in VR for some reason. Whatever we did
yeah,
not get with Suicide Squad, we're getting it here.
yeah, that is pretty much it. That's so true.
So yeah, I'm very
All
excited for
right.
that.
All right. I
Yeah,
think we talked so much. I mean, I can talk about beyond another hour, but let's save it until when you get your
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Well, we'll jump into it as soon as we go further into the VR experience. Not only that, we have to play co-ops, whatever we
Yeah,
can get our hands on. But yeah,
I agree.
Vox Machina. There it is.
Box Machina, yeah,
Box Machina. So yeah, this looks pretty cool. It's already come out, but of course you can run it on the Quest 3, right? So
yeah.
so stopping on the VR wagon, I want to jump into. Well, this is just a quick announcement, which is I don't know why it got played, but since it's already here, just real quick, Mai Shiranui from Fatal Fury and King of Fighters is coming to Street Fighter 6. Now she's out. So this is the release trailer. So I
She's
just
a
wanted to
cutie.
I just wanted to go real quick through it. So it's pretty much new character in Street Fighter. Whoever likes her will be able to play with her, and she looks pretty very tricksy. So it's gonna be interesting. I personally don't play with her, but it's gonna be
You
interesting
have an
to be
exception?
jumping into games and to have a Mai Shiranui every two fights, right? So
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
she's a
It's gonna
very
happen.
popular character, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, she is a very popular character. So let's see. Let's
She
see
might
how
be
that.
the only one who gives Chun-Li a run for her money on being in popularity, that is.
Yeah, because we didn't have that many female characters in the past, so we
Mhm.
had Chung Li, and right after the second one, Fatal Fury 2, my genre came in, so that was
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now here's another thing. This one might need to wait a little bit. I wanted to talk about Avowed. It's coming to Game Pass, and
Okay.
it's the next Obsidian RPG, which is very similar to Elder Scrolls games, but we'll jump into that a little bit later. I mean, a little bit later. I
Okay.
mean, in
Okay.
another session because that one might need its own its own session. So the last one
Okay.
that we're jumping into is of course coming this month, Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, this is coming very soon. This is a new video that came
Showcase.
out from a new showcase. So I haven't seen it, so I wanted to put it right here, and we'll just
Okay.
I'll go through it while we talk a little bit about it. So
You know
that's
what did catch my eye is that the Sony logo came in at the beginning.
oh yeah, but it's coming to. I
I
think
I
that
know.
I think they made like different versions of the showcase just for everyone likes.
Oh, okay.
So I just happened to bust into the PlayStation one, but yeah, this is coming
Gotcha.
to everything except Wii, Switch, of course. But
Yeah, yeah, of course.
well, maybe Switch too. Who knows?
Maybe on the second one, but
Maybe
I'm
on the
guessing
second.
they're gonna have their own Monster Hunter, just like Rise.
Yeah, yeah, they'll probably
I
bring
don't
their own
think the
game.
Switch 2 will be able to run this. 'Cause
Hmm.
this truly seems to be next gen.
Yes, it truly does. So I already have it. I'm good to go. I'm just waiting for it to get released. And again, oh no, no pre-orders. Well, screw that. I know I'm gonna play it, so it's already
Yeah,
ready to go.
yeah.
And
There's no there's some things that are a sure thing. This is one of them.
exactly, once there's certain things, uh, giving more money to someone that that you want them to make money to make another game of the same, is not a bad practice in my book.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds. First off, again, high power computer, so that means it's gonna be like everything ultra and stuff like that. I think it
Mhm.
looks amazing, and we're not even looking into the Grand Ultra thing, right? So
No,
visually,
it
it looks
looks
stunning.
beautiful, man. This
Yeah,
looks amazing.
and also what I'm interested about it is on the fact that your character finally has a voice. Your character is finally a character. So even though, of course, the game is about hunting monsters and who cares about the story, right? But it's interesting to be
Yeah.
able to play and have have a say in what happens in the world, right? So that I like that change. They've never done it like this before. It's like if all of a sudden you had a new Zelda game and the Link starts to say, "Ah, I'm finally here. Let's see what we can do about this problem," and then you say, "What? Link doesn't talk." Well, same thing here.
Something
So
tells me in the next 10 years, Link is gonna talk.
he has to talk finally.
Well, I think because of the movie it's gonna come out,
Yeah, well,
and then
that's
people are
true.
gonna expect the character to speak on the game, and that's gonna be like the next evolution.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. And also, well, for this, I'm excited also for the fact that there's uh, it's been a while since Rise. I did play a lot of Rise on the Switch,
Oh yeah,
but it's been a good long while since I played Monster Hunter World. I even started to play a little bit on PC finally, but that was almost at the time when Wilds was announced. So I was like, "Screw this! I'm just gonna wait," you know.
yeah,
So I said, I'm not gonna keep playing this. I'm just gonna wait for Wilds and jump into it." So Wilds, what's very exciting is the fact that it's the best of both worlds. They pretty much got mechanics from the Switch
nice.
version of from Rise, and just jammed it into a Monster Hunter World kind of graphics and environment, and they're
Yeah.
making it work into this one game, right? So,
Which is what remember when we were playing Rise, this is kind of what we thought, right? Like the next Monster Hunter, you can't go back to
hmm
what Worlds is, where it's just you know, where you're a very heavy person and you can't get off the ground that much.
hmm yeah, unless you had the lens,
Yeah, yeah, unless you have the
but yeah,
lens.
you really were a very ground based character, and in Rise that really that really changed everything. You could go,
That really, yeah.
yeah, you could swing, you could jump, you could do a whole lot of things, and right now
Yeah.
they're doing that.
It's like when you play Spider-Man and you're not swinging, it just feels wrong. And I think that's what would have happened with Monster Hunter. They went back to being very ground. It's just like it feels wrong.
Oh, and sorry that I go about this real quick, but that there's right now that you mentioned the Spider-Man, I forgot there's one more game that I really want to try in VR.
Iron Man.
Yes, yes, I really want to try Iron Man. That looks like a lot of fun.
I would read some reviews before you try it.
I read some reviews, so some are it's great because you kind of feel like Iron Man stuff. Some others are like well it's okay, but you could probably wait. I really want to try it, but again, it's gonna be down the road. It's not like I'm gonna be
Okay.
getting right now. Uh,
I just feel like the Iron Man game is more of a more like a showcase game. I don't think they went full on like that. That feels like it's not Batman. Like you play Batman, it feels like you're playing a campaign Batman in
hmm
VR. Like it feels like a game. Where I think Iron Man is more.
Yeah, like
Uh,
let's see what VR can do. Let's do it with Iron
yeah,
Man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Totally understandable. But yeah, it does look it does look very interesting to use
yeah.
Infinity.
No, it looks. It seems I haven't played it, but it seems like a decent game for sure. More than decent.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that that it's the Alex for the MetaQuest 2, right? They came on the MetaQuest 2 or on the first one? On the 2, right?
Iron Man actually it came out on the PSVR first.
Huh, there we go. So PSVR.
Yeah,
So yeah, I would still like to try it. It's I'm I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fun
decent.
for
At the
what it
very least,
is.
decent.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll
decent
be
fun
fun.
for what it is. So
Yeah.
back to Monster Hunter. So we're looking at a lot of stuff that apparently wasn't available. Yeah, look at this open beta test. At the this for the second test, blah 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 blah. So open betas, open betas. There's gonna be a bunch of open betas. I played already one, and
Oh, did you?
yeah, yeah, and it did look amazing, and it does run great. I didn't have like any stuttering or anything like that. So technically speaking, I think they found the secret sauce. It worked well with Monster Hunter World, and I think it's going to work great with Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't think they're going to have
No.
any issues with the RE engine.
Yeah, I don't think so. That RE engine is just out of this world. It's so amazing.
Yeah,
I
that's like the Unreal of the
Capcom.
yeah the Capcom's Unreal Engine. It's pretty good. It's pretty solid, and it has very little issues, if any. And games generally run very good on RE engine. They
That I mean
simply
that
work.
is It still boggles my mind that you get Monster Hunter and the Resident Evil games running from the same engine when they're so different.
And Street Fighter. No,
And
wait a
Street
second.
Fighter, you're right. No,
Street Fighter 6 is our engine? I'm not
I
sure if
think you're
it's.
right.
Huh, interesting. Son of a bitch. There's this one game, like also a similar Time Crisis game called the Crisis Brigade 2. There was already a
Oh, I
first
think I've
one.
heard of that.
Well, there's the second one, and it looks also very fun. Maybe not like the other one, the aim one that we
Hmm.
saw, but it does look very fun. And right now, it just appeared on Steam. Look at that, for 92 pesos. Well, 93 pesos. So
It's
that
like
might,
they're following you, man. They
yeah,
know
they're
where you
fun.
are.
Yeah, they know where I am. They want to get my ducats. So I'll probably give that one a shot because hey, 90 pesos is not that that far
No,
fetched.
90 pesos is not bad at all.
Not bad at all. So I'll probably give it a shot. And also, it does have also a co-op, but I don't think there is crossplay between Meta and Steam, is there?
Some games do.
Some
Depends
games.
on the game.
Huh. Interesting.
I
Oh
think I
yeah,
think
cross-platform multiplayer.
yeah, I think
Rich.
for I think for I think Arizona Sunshine is cross-platform, for instance.
Oh,
Creed,
that
I'm not sure.
then I'm gonna have to. Well, Creed is not because Creed is not on Steam. Creed is only
Okay.
well on Meta. Maybe it has with PlayStation,
Yeah,
but
well, it's definitely on PlayStation. I know that.
mhm. But in this case, that's a bummer. But this one would be interesting. How expensive is this game on
On
Meta?
Meta, let me see. What is it called again?
It's called the Crisis. What? Just a second.
The Crisis Brigade?
Crisis Brigade 2.
Hmm, Crisis Brigade 2 Reloaded.
Mm-hmm.
There's a free trial. 15.
$15.
Mm-hmm.
So that's roughly what
300 pesos.
300 pesos. Look, on Steam, not on sale. It's on 186 pesos.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm saying, whenever I have the chance to play it on PCVR, I'd rather play it on PCVR just for the price
Yeah,
alone.
yeah.
And also the power. You get a lot of more fidelity and the high res and stuff. You can do the real 4K and
Yeah.
120.
Uh,
Well, maybe 90 frames per second. It's gonna be
Well,
awesome
on Steam, it's $20. So it's 400. It's actually more expensive on Steam on my side.
on your
Now,
side.
there's a promotion right now for 10,
Hmm.
but normally is 20.
Yeah. So I guess it's always better to buy Steam in Mexico and in the US. Not so much.
Yeah, not so much.
So the question is, would you jump into this one?
I mean, if you
We could.
try it for 90 pesos, and if you tell me it's worth it, I'll buy it.
Okay, sure. I'll double that. I'll see how to. I'll figure out the streaming side, and I can play while you can watch it.
No, that's true.
And since it does have a co-op, that might be a good fun time until the other one comes out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right,
All
cool.
right, let's skip this month. I love Monster Hunter, but I don't think there's much we can talk about.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. That's why I didn't bother. I didn't mind jumping
And
into.
those graphics, holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. I did say the graphics they look amazing, man. So this is gonna be awesome. And the last thing about Monster Hunter that I can say is the fact that again, after not playing Monster Hunter World for the longest time and just jumping right back into it just to know that Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out, I'm ready and eager for it. I haven't played Monster Hunters anything in a long time,
Right.
like really play. since Rise on the Switch. I started to play a little bit when it came out on Game Pass, but it's not the same because on
Yeah,
the Switch I
it's
was
the
already
same.
way advanced, right? So
Yeah,
I really don't want to jump into doing everything from scratch. And I was
I
about to
rem
do that with World, but
I remember when you said I'm gonna try it in Game Pass, like, oh man, I mean, I'm sure it look a lot better, and the frame
yes.
rates were at least 60, I would imagine.
Oh, it looked better, graphically better, frame rate better, everything better. But
Yeah,
after,
starting low.
yeah, I start from scratch. It's like, I won't.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
tempted on buying World for the Steam Deck, but I was like, I don't want to start all over. Like, it's just not.
Let's see. Crisis Brigade. Trailer.
This is command. Come in. The streets are being overrun.
The voices. Oh my god.
Take down the enemy by any means necessary.
Oh, it does have zombies too. Go figure.
Yeah,
I won't lie to you. You might not
But yeah, it kind of looks like a Time Crisis without being Time Crisis. The other one does feel a lot more like Time Crisis. The other game.
yeah. The other one, like, I'm not sure if disappointed is the right word. It's just the other one when I saw it, I was fucked. Like, oh my god, that looks amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll
This
definitely.
one seems a little bit more. I don't know. It looks older.
Yeah, for what I understand, it is older.
Mm.
But for 90 pesos, I'll definitely try it out.
Oh yeah, shoot,
Because
90
again,
pesos. Like,
because again, this is the kind of experiences that I want
yeah, yeah,
on
yeah. I
VR.
completely
So
get it. I completely get it.
here goes Gar's Wrath, but I think this is the first one. I know, Lost Wrath.
That's the. Oh no,
That's
that's
just
the second one.
yeah. Oh, there's also this
This
one
is the
other.
game. This is the game they released the Quest 3 with.
Yeah. There's this one also. One last game that we'll go through in the second one once it's done. This is done. It's called Arkan War or Arkan something. I'll put it in a second. That one looks interesting too, and also the fact that it is more of an RPG that a shooter. That looks interesting, but you'll watch it in a moment. Now, this one you said that it's about like 40 hours,
I
right?
think it's. Let me look.
Is this like an action RPG? Is it just
Yes.
the action stuff?
No, it's an action RPG.
Action
It's true
RPG.
RPG, from what I've heard.
All right. It does look amazing. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what to expect because I see these videos and I say like, well, it looks great for a VR system, but in reality, just watching it live on the deck, I'm pretty sure it's a lot different, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
So
you've
60 hours.
60 hours. Jesus.
And if you go for everything, 130.
Ooh. Now, those are the kind of games that I want from the VR experience. Right there.
That is, I mean, that's a game right there.
Yeah. That really makes you think that you're not just playing a gimmick thing, right?
You know, that's Mass Effect 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's pretty much. And it does look like it does have a lot of stuff to do, right? So, and different ways to play and stuff.
That is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's also in VR is Skyrim.
Yes. However, it does look very outdated,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and also it's like 1,000 pesos.
Is it?
Yeah,
Holy
it's very
shit.
expensive.
On Steam?
Yes.
Holy shit. It's
Uh,
but it's it, so you have to buy Skyrim VR. It's like its own game. It's not Skyrim and you can play it in VR.
nope, it's a separate game.
Okay, that makes more sense.
This is, of course, again VR to PSVR, but it is coming on everything, and it's already. I I'm not sure. No, it's not on. It is on MetaQuest and it is on Steam, but it is not on Meta Plus. So eventually,
Oh, I
I'll
see.
I'll have to try it. But this looks pretty cool. It's also like a sort of
RPG
an RPG, but
action.
what they call them a physics action game.
Oh,
So it's about
okay.
fighting and doing the stuff and also shooting and what have you. So like you have weapons and it's like one of those very surreal, well not surreal, but very alien games.
Yeah, it looks interesting
Yeah, it looks pretty
for
cool.
sure.
And I've read good reviews. Like people say that it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff to do, and like you have crafting for weapons, and it's like I said, it's an action RPG. So there's a lot of stuff to go through. Looks pretty cool. And it's like you do like melee and shooting at the same time, and you just vary your gameplay depending on the weapons and what have you. So that's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
all
oh,
right.
oh.
Let's decapitate the guy for no reason.
Well, you can use the head, apparently.
Yeah, apparently you can.
Holy shit. They're not playing
Jesus,
around.
it looks pretty fast as well. So
Hmm.
now this kind of stuff, I watch it, and again, I say, this looks great. It might not be like a next generation PC,
No, but
everything ultra, but thinking of this on the headset, and again, since I haven't had the experience of a VR in a long time, and a really long time, I just can't imagine how this looks once you're involved into it. You're surrounded
uh,
by it.
yeah, no, this is more than enough, to be honest. This is, yeah, could it look better? Sure, but it's not gonna make a big difference.
Yeah. So this looks great. I mean, this is this one game I'll definitely play. The
Wow.
action
Well,
looks
I'm gonna play
good.
Asphalt Graph 2 first
Yeah, of
before I
course,
try this.
of course. Since it's already on meta, right? Also,
Yeah.
the other thing that I want to do, I do see there's a couple of horror games
Oh,
that.
and Mel, I think in MetaQuest, once you redeem a game, I think it's yours, even if you don't keep the subscription.
What?
I
I,
think.
I don't think so. Do you
I
think
think
so?
once it's redeemed, it's yours. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting because I can go ahead and just redeem everything. Once I have
Yeah. Yeah. I think
and
I
then just
remember.
try them.
Yeah, but again, there's not that many. There's like you said, maybe like five. Oh,
So,
Metro Awakening. That's the other one that I actually want to play at
oh
some.
yeah, Metro Awakening does look like a something interesting to play. Uh, Here it is, Metro Awakening.
All right, guys. Metro Awakening is the latest
Oh, but
installment of
it's
the
a
fan
video,
favorite,
so
narrative driven.
let's shut this.
Yeah,
So
summary.
the last thing I wanna talk about, let's just
Oh yeah, wow.
just a second. No, about I'm going to leave it for next time.
Okay, okay.
So we can finish today. But there is something that I want to talk about right now. Let me just pull it out. Here we go. So let's
Hmm.
talk about all the shit that I have to
Accessories?
buy to make this
Oh
feasible.
my god. No.
Now the thing is this: the reality is that
I'm gonna have to pull my glasses.
we'll go a little bit into detail. Don't worry. But the moral here is the fact that on my day work, if I do well, I do get for some reason or another, I get Amazon points, right? But they're
But
US.
you're not gonna get that many Amazon points, Mel.
Well,
Are you?
do you know how many did I get for this purchase?
How many?
$500 in total.
Well, that's the meta. That's the meta quest.
That's the matter right there. So
Uh-huh.
whatever I'm buying right now is just accessories. So
Okay, so
now,
let's
now,
go
the,
with your list.
now the thing here is the fact that it's for Amazon US. So I could ship it here, but it would be very expensive. Fortunately, I am going to US for for work reasons, and I said, well, screw it, I'll just buy everything, send it over there, And to be able to carry it on, we can work with this one item, the carrying
Oh, the
case.
carrying case. Yeah.
Yeah, so as long as I get
So,
the carrying
okay, so here's
case,
my thing about the carrying case.
yep,
It's too big.
big. Yeah, yeah, that's true. But it
It's really
does.
big. And this is the worst part actually. It won't fit your Halo thing, your battery extender.
Well, that
At least
were
not mine.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing. I did a lot of research on every single item that I wanted to get. First of all, I did the research on what are the must-have accessories, and then from
Uh-huh.
there, I did the research on which are the best, or which are the
Okay.
best bang for your buck, right? And from
Okay.
there, I went, okay, I'm going to try to level it up, not try to buy the most expensive stuff because it's going to be a lot of money, and I'm going to be pretty much
Yeah.
buying the quest again. So I ended up for the well. Let's go just back one step. Oh, shit. So for first of all, there's the quest. This one, there's a no-brainer. It's
That's a
just like
must.
this.
Yeah.
It's right there. It does have a Batman in the 3 months, so it's all good. This one, it's pretty much list price, I think. The
Mm-hmm.
499.99. I do know that you got a little bit cheaper, but
425.
mm-hmm, but no such luck for me, and I did have the thing about having to go to the US and bring all the stuff with me, right? So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you wanted the best one. I think the S was on sale, but you wanted the best,
oh, you got
which
the
I
S.
no, no, I did not get the
Oh,
S.
okay,
No, I'm
okay.
saying the S is in discount right now.
Mm-hmm. So then there's of course the head strap, and like you were saying, there's the
Mm-hmm.
Halo one. So I did a little bit of research. The KK Cov, that's pretty much the second best in
Mm-hmm.
a sense, or it matches up to the Bobo BR is the one that's been ruffling every feather. It's the one that everyone says, this is the best headset. And the only difference between the Bobo and this one is the fact that the Bobo just has on the Halo strap on the head, it just has it just have
A little bit
a
cushion.
no, like a little bent.
Okay.
So it does have like
Well,
and
I
you get
don't know which I forget
ventilation.
which one I bought.
Uh,
It
if,
wasn't the book.
yours was the Kiwi,
Kiwi, yeah.
yeah, the Kiwi with a
Now let me
battery.
tell you what happened. Let me
Hmm.
tell you what happened. I bought the Kiwi and I bought the what did you just show me right now? The travel pack?
The yeah,
The case. The
the
case.
case, the carrying case.
Yeah, and I bought the carrying case. And I was about to come back. I hadn't opened the carrying case. It was the night before I was coming back to Culiacan. And I was like, holy shit, this thing is humongous, the carrying case. And it doesn't fit the Halo thing. So I was like, I don't want it. So I returned it. I left it for my parents to return and I was in a rush. So I
Just to
just
get
did it
back.
really quick on my app to return it so I can get the code and send it to my parents through WhatsApp, right? Last week or like a week and a half ago, I realized, oh, when you were asking me about it, it's like,
Mhm.
hey, what did you get? Oh, I got I got the Kiwi one, but I got it on sale. And I was like, why? Because you said it was like $100 or how much was it?
The Kiwi one. Let's see. Like,
Kiwi H4, I think it's called.
yeah, it's the latest one, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Just a second. Kiwi H4 Halo device.
I don't see anything moving on your screen, by the way.
No,
Oh,
no,
there you
here
are.
it is.
So how much is it?
So it's
Oh, it's 50 bucks.
50 bucks. But is the H4 the latest though? I'm not sure.
It looks like it.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
yeah, I think the H4 is the latest.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Oh, wow.
this is the number one bestseller, the one that I was saying,
Okay.
is the best. But hey, that's $90.
Wow. Okay. So I don't, well, here, so go up. Wow, 50 bucks. That's actually not bad at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, $50 is pretty good. Now,
So here's the thing, I paid 70, I think. However, um, it was like around 90 when I was looking for it. However, when I played 70, when I returned the case, I returned this on the system by mistake.
what?
Yeah, so I picked the wrong order when I selected the return.
And you selected the return for the MetaQuest and the Halo strap.
I selected the return, not for the Halo Quest, for the strap, for the Skiwi Design H4,
Okay, okay.
and I sent the case back. But I
So
didn't realize that until like a week and a half.
so now you're pretty much lost on that one. Or will
No, the
they
other way
answer?
around, I won.
They will they will answer for that? I mean, will they?
They they returned the money.
All right.
So
Cool.
I paid, I think like, in theory, I paid like 20 bucks
Uh-huh. All right.
or 30
Well,
bucks. I don't know, however the case.
all right. Well, mistakes were made.
That was an honest mistake. I did not do it on purpose.
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
realize
I
like a
did.
week and a half ago. But this is not bad. 50 bucks. I'm
No,
actually
50
very
bucks is not
surprised.
bad. Now, the one thing is that this battery is 5,000.
Mhm.
I think it's a 5,000 battery pack.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's a 5,000. Now, the one that I got is the K-Cov. So let's go back into it. The K-Cov is a 10,000 battery pack, and it's
10,000.
also and it's also a battery pack. So you can just take it off,
Unplug it.
unplug it. If you have a second one, you just take one and snap it back in, and then
Mhm.
you're good to go, right? So I like
Yeah.
that side of the design. I also like the fact that this one has this particular. Let's see, right here. It does have like the little knobs, so you can pull it in or out,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's good because if I use glasses, you need
Yeah.
that fixating, right? So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I like the fact that this is both a Halo a Halo strap and
And
also
a battery.
a Elite strap. So
Yeah.
you pretty much go either or both ways, and it works. So more comfort to you, right? So and and that's pretty much it for this one. I like it, and the price again. What the hell? Just a second. There you go. And the price again, $49.99. So
That
not
is,
bad at
yeah.
all. I think I
I'm
got it with
surprised that Kiwi.
yeah.
I'm still surprised that Kiwi is only 50 bucks, but
Mm-hmm.
good. I mean, that good, good. All right. So that's a must buy. I agree with you. By the way, 10,000 is like, even my 5,000, I think I played for like 5 hours.
5 hours. Jesus. So 10,000 is
So
gonna be
yeah, so I never run out of battery. The only reason I ran out of battery is because, oh, I'm not gonna charge it tonight because I have this thing.
the
So
or
that's
or
completely my bad.
or you forget to you totally forget to just charge it, and that's that, right? So
No, I didn't. It was just like, I didn't think the next day I was gonna play for 3 hours straight. That's what happened. I was like, I'll play an hour,
and then you didn't.
and then yeah, and then
You played
I
for
was
much more.
Batman. I couldn't stop being Batman.
Yeah. So next up, of course, is what the hell is going on with this?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's the first. Well,
Yeah, it's
second
happened.
today.
Yeah, 2 times in a
Okay,
row.
so I do have one recommendation. Oh, you already purchased it? I was gonna say, if you're buying a case, because
Mm-hmm.
this is what I learned when I bought mine. One, it was too big, but two, you can probably find cases for the Quest 2 that just because they say Quest 2, they're like 10 bucks.
True.
And they're
Well,
the same thing.
yeah. Well, this wasn't $10. However, this one is big enough to hold any case with any kind of strap. I
So
didn't.
it fits your Halo.
Yeah, this one will fit the Halo, will fit in an Elite strap, and also I was looking for fittings for the controllers because when
Yeah,
when you have them loose, you can just crash it into the lenses.
Yeah.
So this one pretty much fit the bill, and I did a little bit of research again, and this one does happen to hold the K-Koff strap and the Medicus together without an issue. So of course
Okay.
it's gonna be bigger, it's gonna be huge. However, I do have a carry-on bag, and I'm just gonna put that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
in, and it'll
They're
fit.
just gonna put it there.
Yeah, it's gonna
Okay.
fit perfectly without an issue. So this.
Mine was too big and I don't think it fit my Kiwi. I didn't try because I was like, I don't want to break this,
Mhm.
but
I've seen on some other cases that are smaller than this, but you have to pretty much the Halo device. You have to wrap it up and make it like this big bunch. So it's not as large, but they are very like very
mm,
bulky, right? So this one is great. I mean, it does hold everything. I know it's big, but
yeah,
and it's not really that expensive. It's not $10 like you said with the Quest 2,
yeah, yeah.
but
But it's not crazy.
it wasn't that expensive either. So that's a good one. And like I said, since I'm
Uh,
bringing everything from the states, then definitely I needed a carry back.
Okay.
So
Unlike me, I just wrap everything in my clothes.
so next off, I don't want to. I've never want to have issues with the charge with the batteries and the controllers. So I just bought these handles. These handles not only are they straps for your hand, so you don't have to be grabbing it all the time, or they just dangle down. You can just do
Hmm.
this and they will stay there, especially for like boxing games that sometimes I don't want to be just
Yeah.
around, but you can do this, and it's going to be a lot easier to just handle. But they are also charging backs.
Well, they go over. Can you click on the pictures? I just want to see how they work.
Yep, still like right
The
there.
other pictures. No, the other. Just click on
Oh
the.
yeah, sure. Well, recharge screen. Yeah, recharging, don't use batteries. So it's you pretty much just charge
Oh,
it with
okay.
a
So it's
dual.
like a glove around the thing. Okay.
It's a glove, like a silicone kind of glove around the thing,
Like a
and
condom.
on the and yes, a condom, and on the bottom it does have the charging charge. Let's say the battery station. So you first put
Yeah.
well you'll look at it somewhere around here. It makes it a little bit bigger, which makes it a little bit
Mhm.
easier for my hands
Oh,
too.
and that's the battery. Okay.
Yeah, because of the battery. But it's all good because it's gonna be easier to grip as well.
I think. Okay. Can you keep pointing the pictures? I just want to see the pictures. Okay, I
So
see.
so you put the battery on the battery slot. You take the original tap to close the battery,
Mm-hmm.
and you put the new battery, the rechargeable battery, and you just slip it into the condom, and it will connect directly to the recharging system. So
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
so that's that. You're good to go. Of
And
course,
to
it
be
does.
honest, that's not something I'd rather have. You know what I'd rather have
Hmm.
is the double A rechargeable batteries. That way, I just switch batteries. If I have four batteries, I can use two on it, and then the other two are charging, or I already have them charged. So I never
Yes.
have to plug in my controller to
Hmm.
charge per se.
Yes, but I'm
And
very late.
that's what I like about the Xbox controllers. Oh, everybody complains, oh, they have double batteries, they should have rechargeable. Like, no, I love having my rechargeable double A's because I never have to plug the controller
Anything.
to charge. I already have my batteries on the side charging when I'm using it. That's worst case scenario.
Hmm. I'm the other way around. I rather not be inserting stuff on the
Mm,
controllers. So that's why I rather just have a single
yeah,
controller that does the charging on its own, right? So
yeah, yeah.
that's why I rather this, and also the fact that whatever I do, I usually leave everything charging at the end. So by the time I
Mm,
come back, it's gonna be everything's gonna be charged
it's
and
gonna be
ready and good to
charged.
go.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I did
Okay,
want the
what else are you buying?
straps. I did want the straps
Yeah.
to make it easier for me. So
Hmm.
there's before I was going to buy some just the like single straps, and it was very cheap. It was like $7, something like that. But I was still looking for a battery solution, right? So
Gotcha.
I found this one. This one fit the bill, so it's good to go. Next stop. Now this is an interesting one.
What
There,
is
there's a whole bunch of facial interfaces, and some are better than others, but most of them or all of them are always better than the stock facial interface on the Quest. Most of them they try to one way or another make it easier to fit, or they make it easier for your nose uh, to uh, to
The
not
light that comes
be,
through it.
yeah, and the light leakage and the ventilation, and then stuff to be able to rearrange the length of the lens and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
So this one also from KCOP, the same from the Halo strap. This one fits everything, but it does have actual electrical vents.
Ventilation.
Yeah, it does have
I think
ventilation.
you'll realize that that thing does not heat up, to be honest. But yeah,
That's
you tell me how this works.
Yeah, that's not so much because of the heating of the device itself, but it's for the fogging inside of the lenses,
Yeah,
and especially if you're wearing glasses to use it, you're gonna have a double fog issue if it gets
yeah.
just a little bit heat up. So how this works is very simple. You strap it up to
Mm-hmm.
your Meta. You just take the original one off. You take this one in, and
Yep.
here's the connection.
To charge it?
Yeah, to charge it, right? So this presents an issue, right? Because you want your device to be charging your MetaQuest, not any other device, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
what happened? I have a solution for that, and we'll go into that in a moment. Now you can see
Okay.
a thin line here. That thin line it's actually a separator, so it does have different levels of length.
Okay.
So that also helps with the glasses issue.
Yep.
Also supposedly the here you go, like one, two, three different levels of length of
Okay.
depth. Also supposedly, of course, the comfort side is supposed to be better than the one from stock, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
there
Yeah.
there's other facial interfaces that have way better comfort zone, like they have like gel holders, and you the sweat goes into the gel and not into whatever. But that this is straight out, this is a good compromise to be able to have the ventilation, which I think is rather
Sure.
good. And that's pretty much it. Now, again, the only issue, here we go, like it can be used with glasses, you know now.
Gotcha.
Now the only issue that we have, of course, is like I said, the charging. Either you're charging your Quest or you're charging
Mm-hmm.
not only that, but I also have the issue of wanting to connect this to the PC. That
Mm.
requires already this thing. So I have not one but two solutions to this.
Okay.
First off, we have this bad boy over here. This bad boy over here is a
That's like an
connection.
extender.
It's not. This bad boy over here is a connection. It's a USB 3.2 to USB-C. And what it does, it actually had this little box here has the fixing to do the signal so that you connect it straight into your PC and into your MetaQuest, and you are transmitting directly from the PC to the MetaQuest.
Okay, so you're tethered.
You're tethered. So
Okay.
if you want to go, like I said, MetaQuest does have a Skylink, I think it's called Skylink, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
a wireless. But if you want the full power of the PC on your headset,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
this
want
is
to
the
be
way to
tethered.
go. Not only that, but this USB one, this is for charging. So you can also have
Um,
it connected for charging and for signal, which means that you're never out of battery if you're playing on a PC, if you're playing it
yeah.
that
So
way.
if you're playing like Alex or something very powerful, you want this.
Exactly. If you want to play something that has to look that good, or if you're playing Flight Simulator or stuff like that, this is
Mm,
the
yeah,
best
yeah,
way
yeah.
to do it. Also, it's
That's the
easy
best.
when you're playing on a stationary thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. That
If
makes
you're moving a
perfect.
lot, if you're on foot, then it might be a little bit more complicated. Although this is a very long cable, it's like 5 meters or something.
To be honest, when I played PSVR 1, I usually played sitting down. It's not until the Quest that I started playing standing
Stand
up,
it up.
just because it's not tethered. But it's not necessary. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Batman, you could play sit down, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
The golf one, I wouldn't. That one you have to be standing up for sure.
Yep. Yeah, well, it is golf. So, but pretty
Yeah.
much any sports simulator, even if it's a simulator or not, you need to be standing up. So
Well, that's true.
this is the first thing. Now the second thing is this. Well, I bought a charger because it's just a cable alone. This will be the charger, and it's a 100-watt charger,
Okay.
so it will cover perfectly for the meta.
Okay.
And finally, we have this little guy here, this little dongle. So what happens is, if I'm not tethered, you connect this guy to the MetaQuest,
Mhm.
and you connect the power from your battery pack into this device,
Okay.
and then you have this USB out. And what you do is you use a 3.2 to USB-C and connect it to the fan, and that way
Okay.
you're always charged. You have a charge for the fan on the visual
Okay.
interface,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the connection to the MetaQuest that you're
Gotcha.
playing on. If you're
Gotcha.
tethered, it's even simpler because you just connect the wire that I just showed to you for the PC, and you do the same. This one is connected to the event, and this one is connected straight to the device, and you're good to go. So in any case, I can play both connected to the wire or not, and I'll still have everything working at the same time. So
Man, you're going full on.
yeah, well, all of this is just because of the points that I have. The 500 Amazon points that I had for free. I said, well, I'm not spending on the device. I might as well, since I'm already going over there and everything's going to be cheaper over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might as well, take advantage of that fact and just get ready to set everything that I need. There's a couple of other things that I want to get, but that will be a little bit down the road, which is pretty much just there's this protection covers for the MetaQuest 3 lenses. It's pretty much like
For
Gorilla Glass in the small
if you're wearing glasses or.
no, like a Gorilla Glass, like when you use a Gorilla Glass for your cell phone, like tempered.
Oh, okay. 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 I got you. Got you.
So it's the same for the three
For the
for the
lenses.
for the three lenses. Just extra protection never hurts. And finally, a charging stand, right? So I just want to put the thing and everything, just put it over there and have it all charged. So those aren't that expensive. It's like probably like 300 pesos and 500 pesos. So I'll just buy them here. And also, I don't want to be carrying all that stuff because if you go to customs,
Yeah.
sometimes they go like,
It's
"Oh,
gonna be a lot.
you're going to sell the stuff, right?" Even if they're
Yeah.
like unboxed. Well, usually when they're unboxed, they won't bother you that much. But if they do, I want everything to be on the carrying case, which
Well,
is
most
rather
of it is
big.
gonna be the big ones are gonna be in the carrying case,
Everything
right?
is good. Everything, all of this will be on the carrying case. All of this fits in the carrying case. So
Okay.
if they
Perfect.
come in and they want to do something about it, hey, this is my personal thing. I travel with this all the time.
So I'm gonna use it on the plane.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it
Oh,
on the
download a
plane.
movie. Download a movie before you go.
True. Yeah,
You
you
can
can do
watch a
that.
movie on the plane.
You can watch movies and you can do all that stuff on the huge screen and whatever. So that's also
Hmm.
something interesting. That's something I want to test out. Watching a big movie on your MetaQuest and stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I tried
that's.
it. I mean, I didn't watch the whole movie. I tried it for like
Hmm.
10, 15 minutes.
And how
But
does it
yeah,
look? Does it look like you're watching a huge screen?
I'm still having issues trying to figure out how to pull the screen in. Like, because it was a little bit too far. I
Uh
wish I
huh.
could just pull. I mean,
Just
I could
put
just walk to it, don't get me wrong, but I was trying to be stubborn. I was like, how do I bring it to me as opposed to tricking the system
go
to get
into
it
it.
closer? Yeah, because I can trick it, right? I can move, get set it and then just get closer and then I'm done. But that's not an option in a plane, for instance. It's like,
Hmm.
so I was trying to figure out how to bring in the screen.
Well,
And it's in the tutorial, but I missed it.
mhm.
I mean, I forgot. I didn't miss it. I forgot.
I do know that there's a lot of apps that you can use on the MetaQuest to do all kind of crazy shit. So that's one of them. I know there's like paid apps and free apps and stuff like that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
I was in, and it might have been the app, maybe that particular app I couldn't bring the screen. I was using Prime Video. There's a Prime Video app on the Quest.
hmm
And it's linked to all the movies that I purchased in the past, so so just download one and try it out.
Oh, okay. So yeah, other than that, I think that pretty much covers everything that I thought that it might be worth to spend the money to be able to complete this whole experience, right? Uh,
Man, you're gonna be spending a lot of between this and Monster Hunter. Look, I don't know what's gonna happen to you.
I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna stop playing Satisfactory.
Well, true, but still, I mean, this is I think you underestimate how much you're gonna get hooked into this just because it's a new experience.
True.
As much as you love Monster Hunter, it's the same game that we played 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Sort of, kind of, I guess. Shut up.
I know. I love Monster Hunter. You know me, but what I love about VR gives me something that I don't have in my console. It's a new
Yeah,
experience,
new experience.
or it's a different experience. It's an arcade experience that I miss from my
hmm
youth.
And also doing a little bit of exercise and pulling down some weight off might be a good way. I have this one issue. Uh, Way back in the day, I love martial arts and a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Um, I used to do a lot of martial arts, so I was very lean and stuff, and life was good. But then Canada happened, and then Canada stopped doing exercise or stopped doing martial arts. So I went all the way very fat, so like very, very fat, very, very fat. Like right now, I'm not fat. I was fat back then. Right now, I'm awesome. So the issue with me is the fact that I tried to do the gym thing, like going to the gym and stuff. But on the gym, it was like, there's no real purpose to this. I'm just walking on the
Okay,
fucking treadmill.
I'm gonna make a recommendation and see maybe you can get it. Ring Fit Adventure.
There we go. Ring Fit Adventure, or Creed.
It is. You know what? Yeah, but here's the thing about Ring Fit Adventure that Creed is not gonna give you.
um,
It's an RPG.
there we go. See, now
So
you
Ring
get
Fit,
it.
so now it really gamifies. It truly gamifies working out. Where Creed, it's more like, I mean, I haven't played it, but I've seen enough. It's more of an arcadey experience. Like there's no, other than you getting the joy of playing, there's no
Mm-hmm.
hooks to it.
Well, I've seen a lot of people like they were like, I was a professional boxer. I'm not boxing anymore, but I'm playing Creed and I'm getting back in shape and stuff like that because there's still
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
movement, right? But
No,
yeah, I know what you mean.
I
I
get
know
it.
what you mean.
I'm not saying it won't work, but when you know how RPGs just get your hooks on you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean. Like Ring Fit Adventure is almost like you're playing because yes, you're getting a workout, but you're playing because of the hooks. Like, oh, okay, I
Uh-huh.
need to level up. Oh, now I'm stronger for this. Now I have to do
Exactly.
that. So,
I can upgrade, stuff like that.
yeah, you can
And
upgrade. Yeah. So,
and that's the one thing I have against the gyms, right? On the gym, I was like, I'm just doing this because I have to get less fat, right? And that's it. There's no real doing martial arts. I'm sort of like training and learning a lot more and
hmm
doing all that. But I tried going back into martial arts, and the age is not quite there. I did MMA for a little bit, probably for half a year, and I was really beaten up, right? And I didn't, you know, the body's not there anymore to do that kind of stuff. Not MMA, definitely. So
Well, definitely not. Yeah, you're not. You can't spar with other people younger than you for
yeah,
sure.
I did spar with younger people than and it was
No, I
a
know.
disaster. It
Yeah,
wa-
it's a sad, but I mean, you can't do that.
yeah,
That's
you
why you're
can't do
also
that.
in shape.
Exactly. You can't do that anymore. So I went back to, I'm not doing anything other than just walking the dogs, right? And that's about it. So,
Which is still, I mean, if you walk 10,000 steps a day, that's
y-
you will notice a difference.
yeah, but again, I usually don't walk and say, hey, this is awesome. I'm just walking.
Yeah,
No, I get bored. I get bored. That's the whole thing. I get bored. I get bored of the gym. I get bored of walking. I get bored. So, this changes things. I know it's not like oh no, like doing your exercise for every single day and stuff like that. No, it's not going to be that. I'm not going to be Mr. Universe after playing uh Slim Fit Adventure. But it will help me a little bit to put a little bit more of exercise all in all. And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
for this fatso that I probably am right now, it should help me maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. I don't know. I've seen a lot of videos of people saying, "Yeah, I've been doing just this games and whatever for this kind of time," and it actually does help because you are burning calories one way or another. You get tired of it, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If you're moving, you're burning calories. But
Exactly.
I truly, if you see, I mean, from here till next week, if you see Ring Fit Adventure on a sale, because I seen it for like $30.
On so you see sales on MetaQuest on Meta Plus Meta.
No, no, Ring Fit Adventure is, well, there are sales on MetaQuest.
Uh
Yes,
huh.
there are. But
But
Ring Fit Adventure is for the Switch.
oh, hmm.
You
But I
don't,
don't.
you
But
never seen Ring Fit Adventures?
no, and I don't want to spend any more on the Switch. It's done for.
On the Quest, there are some workout apps that are recommended, but I haven't looked into those.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to. But there has to be an analog for Meta for sure, or
Oh,
PC. So
I am sure. There's
yeah,
no questions. I'm
yeah,
sure there's something out there.
I'm sure I will just throw a search and something will pop up that will say, hey, that fits the bill. In the meantime,
Yeah,
there's gonna
you
be
just
a
might,
Creed.
yeah, 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 yeah. You might just not want to get into there. I know there's some that are a subscription,
Uh huh.
so you want to stay away from those stars.
Yeah, I don't want to be paying subscriptions and stuff like that.
No,
Not for
no.
real. So final thoughts. I think this is gonna be something new, definitely for me. This is gonna be awesome. I'm hoping to be able to set up everything so that I can stream the gameplay and who knows? Maybe we will be playing some co-op games. We haven't played in a long
Oh, for
time.
sure,
We haven't
for
played.
sure. We're gonna play something.
Yeah,
If you buy Creed, I'm gonna buy Creed. Um,
the
the
shooting
pregame one,
one.
I'm not too sold. I'd rather wait for the aim one, to be honest. I
Yeah,
was like
that's
looking
true.
at it, like,
Yeah, the
that's
M1
not.
does look pretty cool, and
Yeah, the
this
aim one
one
looks pretty
maybe
cool.
the Crisis one maybe not so much. I mean, for 90 pesos that's okay, but for
Yeah,
more
yeah. For
dollars, for
90,
$15 might be you can wait. You can probably wait, or I'll let you know if
90 pesos, it's a no-brainer.
also it's going to
But
be
yeah,
interesting to see you've been on the VR experience for quite a bit now. It's going to be interesting to see maybe if I get the 90 pesos one and I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. You should really jump into this. And then you jump in and you're like, I've already done this a million times. That's going to be
well,
interesting.
not a no. There's a few. Again, there's the one where you're in a roller coaster and it's a shooting gallery on a
Hmm.
roller coaster. That's really fun. I wish that was on Steam or something, but that's stuck on Sony. And it didn't get upgraded for the PSVR 2, so that's a shame too.
Shame.
Uh, there's probably there's I would say 5 games in the PSVR 1 that are stuck there, and it's just painful. One is that one, which Rush of Blood, that's what it's called, because
What?
it's a horror. Rush
Okay.
of Blood.
Rush of Blood.
It's a
Okay.
horror shooting gallery on a roller coaster. It's like
Hmm.
everything that you want, a roller coaster horror in a shooting gallery.
It's like Pokemon Snap, but instead of shooting photos, you're shooting guns.
And everything's scary. Like you legitimately get freaked out. Like it's like going through a carnival. That's what it is. Going through a carnival, a horror carnival.
Yeah, it's interesting because we should have in VR games like all the old arcade shooting games like
Yeah, exactly.
House of the Dead,
Yeah,
of course Time Crisis. There was this other game, but it was a very similar game to House of the Dead. I just can't remember the name. It was also like zombies and stuff like that.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't
Uh,
know. I'm not
it was a game that it had on the arcade. It had two guns, and there was also a shotgun, so you could play it
any
through
any
player.
shooter. I mean, the
Yeah.
Halo game that came out, the Jurassic Park one, the
The
Terminator
the
one.
this the sniper one.
Yeah,
I can't.
all those games could easily be ported into VR. But
Yeah.
there's going back to what I was telling. There's probably like 5 games that are stuck in the PSVR one that are. I think they're just golden treasures, and it's a shame that nobody will be able to play them. One is Rush of Blood, Astrobot.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, that's definitely gonna get stuck in there. Well, maybe
yeah.
on the BR two. Who knows?
Oh man, there was this one where you play a criminal, but I can't remember the name, and it uses the aim gun, and it was just amazing.
Huh.
Because the way you would switch guns, you would do this. And then
Mm-hmm.
that's how you switch guns. And if you wanted to load, you do this and
Mm-hmm.
a grenade. It,
Yeah,
it
I've
was
seen
awesome.
I've seen a couple of these games. Like I think even the Crisis one that if you want to reload, you have to do first you know, do this to get the cartridge out,
Yeah.
then put the new one in, and then you have to do the cocking of
Oh, the
the
reload
of the gun.
motion.
Then
That's pretty cool.
so yeah.
I can't remember Rush of Blood, Astrobot, that one that I can't remember the name. Shoot, there's another two, but I can't. Ah, never mind.
Oh,
Anyways,
there's also a horror game that I want to try. It's on Meta. It's on the on Meta Plus. It's Shattered. It's pretty much a horror
oh yeah,
game.
yeah. I want to try that one too.
Yeah, so that's another one. So that's another experience that I think is the best on should be best on VR. Anything horror should be very scary.
Well,
And
I've mentioned that I played Resident Evil 7 in VR, and that
mhm,
was the scariest thing I've ever done.
yes. And finally, there's also Demio. Demio, it's also on Meta Plus, and this is pretty much like a tabletop RPG.
Demio. Okay.
Yeah, Demio. Pretty much it is a tabletop RPG.
Oh, I do see it. Oh, yeah,
Let's
yeah,
see.
yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. I know what this is.
So that would be interesting playing with friends, I think.
Oh, it's on Quest Plus. We can definitely try it.
Yeah, it's on Meta Plus, so there's no reason not to try it.
Yeah.
I think this could be very fun because it's like playing like Dungeons and Dragons or whatever, like an RPG, like an old school RPG, but it's a tabletop experience, and you just play, you know, just play it.
I think there's another rhythm game that's called Synth Riders. I may try that. It's on Meta Plus
Oh yeah,
or Quest.
Synth Riders, I think it is.
Yeah.
So I think this would be interesting to try out. So we can definitely try it out.
Check out this little spider looking thing.
Yeah,
What
like
is this?
you throw the dice and
Go in here. Ooh, a chest.
it's like
Song
a
in-
Got a card.
that's like a tabletop game,
Yeah.
a board game, yeah.
Do I need to save you?
But everything is
Song?
animated and stuff, and you use your cards and shit, and you do the effects and whatever.
You know,
And
I just saw another game that I may want to try is Song in the Smoke.
which one?
Song in the Smoke, and it says the ultimate payment simulator.
Oh yeah, I saw that. There's also In Death. In Death, that one also looks kind of interesting. It's like hack and slash, with zombies and what have you. That looks interesting.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen it, but I don't think I've seen the pictures.
There's bowling, which is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That should be a very interesting VR experience. So yeah, there's a Hunt Together. Hunt Together. You know which game we have to try, and we have to see if there's a crossplay.
Which one?
Phasmophobia, my friend.
Oh yeah.
I already have Phasmophobia on PC, well on Steam, and on Steam, of course, it does have the VR enabled. So that's gonna be a good one as well.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's on the quest. It would have to be through.
Now I do know that there's something similar to Demio that lets you download different board games, right? So that's also interesting. The fact that you have like a platform to play board games in VR, right? So that's definitely going to be very interesting. And
Cool.
yeah, other than that, everything that is a simulator, I'll try for sure.
I'm just looking at the stuff right now. Yeah, that's amazing. All right, I'm getting excited again.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
that I think that's the beauty of it. I think like you said, it's a brand new experience. It's definitely, well, not for you maybe, but for me it is. But at
Well,
the end,
it's not a brand new for me, but it's different. It's different to what I've been doing in the past since
and
the PS5 came out.
yeah, and I'm gonna tell this much. Like I said earlier, it's been a long time since we actually played a video game together, like in co-op or whatever. For some
Yeah,
reason,
well,
it's like, well, yes, we could be playing this, but we've already done that, and whatever. This might be a pull to go back into that, right? To go back into playing co-op and playing
yeah,
online and stuff like that. So I'm looking
for
forward to
sure.
it, man. Definitely.
Me too. And again, it's arcade experiences. Like they're you go in and out. There's
Hmm.
nothing,
Yeah,
you have some fun for an hour when you're out, and there's no consequences. It's
exactly. And
just
if
fun. It's just have a good time.
yeah, and if I lose a couple of calories with it, all the better.
Even better.
Even better. So,
All
Rich,
right, sir.
this
Let's
been
call it
a
a night. This
this
was
has been a
supposed to be a
great,
short one, and here we are.
yeah, sure one, right?
We're always saying the same thing, dude. Tonight, let's do it short. We gotta go to sleep, and never is. It never is.
It never happens. There's always something.
Never.
So let's get out of here. Let's say goodbye to today, and Rich, take it away.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for listening to our tonterias talk about VR for 2 hours when we're supposed to talk for like an hour, I thought. Hey, I don't know. Maybe this will be the Power Up VR channel after all.
Yeah, yeah, it could happen. Anything can happen. Right now, Power Up is a melting pot of ideas. So anything could happen. Maybe we just go straight in with VR, and that would be interesting.
Oh, Mel, you know what I watched this weekend?
What?
Interstellar
All
again,
all right,
but in the big theater.
nice. Do we like
It's
do
awesome.
it to a theater or on the VR? You mean
No, 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 no. I
to
went to
a
the
theater?
theater.
Ah, that's pretty cool.
In like 30 pesos. It was amazing.
Nice. That tells us how many movies are there out right now that are worth it. Not many.
No, not many. Although I do want to watch the werewolf or the wolfman. I forget what it's called. El hombre lobo.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's not a great movie, but
But it's going to be interesting.
yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, this has been everything that we had to talk about VR and the MetaQuest 3 and all of that. We will be talking soon about this a little bit later. Once I get a little bit of experience with equipment. In the meantime, everyone, this has been a wonderful night. This has been a good talk. VR is getting me excited, so I'll definitely jump into the bandwagon. And other than that, thank you very much for coming and listening to us talk about tonterías, as Richard said. And this has been Power.
Pendejadas.
Yeah, this has been Power Up. Again, I am Mel, and we're here to talk about video games and the video game industry. And as I always say, keep on gaming. Have a good night, and talk to you
Good
very
night,
soon.
everybody. All right.
Take care.
See ya, Mel.
See ya in the MetaQuest.
In the